Check. Check. 1, 2, test. Check. 1, 2, test.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is water and soda for sale in the front lobby if you're in need of a drink.
here. That thing's hot and it don't have an on and off switch.
Oh, I know.
So let's not.
I know.
No chatting.
I'll be a good girl.
Okay.
I was about to do it. Send them. If I may have your attention, please. We have about 15 minutes until we begin. If there are any graduates still on the floor or upstairs, please go check in at this time and get lined up. Again, 15 minutes until programs start. Thank you. Don't give me more names. I don't want more names.
What happens is they come up so fast and if they forget their part, and I'm at a disadvantage and so are you. I'm being silly here. I know you are.
I say laude. Is that right? Cum laude.
That's why you're doing it.
I thought.
I'm gonna look it up now. Okay. And I'll do that at the second ceremony too. Okay. That should be enough. Okay. That should give me enough time to use those lights. Yeah, yeah, I tried them all. Or whatever you know,
I looked it up just to be sure. Laude. I've been doing this for 2 damn years. You think I would have looked that up sooner? No, I didn't know. I was doing what they said at my graduation, but that was 150,000 years ago.
sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats at this time. We will be starting our program in approximately 4 minutes. Again, please take your seats at this time. We will be starting in approximately 4 minutes. If there are any graduates remaining on the floor, please go down immediately to the bottom of the stairs and check in with somebody in a red vest. Again, please take your seats. We will be starting in just a few minutes. Thank you. To clear everything off.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Probably don't need quite so many. That teacher instinct that you can never have teachers. Pens, sticky notes, and alligator clips. Yes. Because alligator clips always run out. Huh? Oh, I use alligator clips. You can use them to wind cords. You can use them to hang things. Like, so if you've got, you know, now. Audience, please stand and remain standing until faculty and graduates have completed the processional and recessional. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. And gentlemen, please remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Performing the anthem with our Jefferson College Concert Band is music student Miss Emily Owings.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
You may be seated.
Okay, I couldn't breathe because I still couldn't breathe from that song. So I was taking a break.
Welcome, graduating class of 2019. My name is Dr. Karen Daugherty, Vice President of Instruction with Jefferson College. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, the staff, and the administration of the college, I want to welcome you to our 54th annual commencement ceremony. Before we begin, I will introduce the platform party to you. From my left and your right, we have Ms. Crystal Hargis, Vice President of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Ron Skaggs, Board of Trustees member, Mr. Chris DeGeer, Associate Dean of Business and Technical Education, and Ms. Margie Passmore, Board of Trustees member. On my right, Dr. Ray Comiskey, our college president. Commissioner of Higher Education, Zora Mulligan, our distinguished speaker. Ms. Susan Tuggle, our Board of Trustees member. At this time, we would like to acknowledge all of our veterans. Would all of our 2019 graduate candidates who are military personnel or veterans of the United States Armed Forces please stand and be recognized. We appreciate your service to our country, and we are proud you have chosen Jefferson College as the place to continue your education. We honor you and thank you for your service and congratulate you on your success. Now we would like to recognize all military personnel and veterans in attendance today. All military personnel and veterans in attendance, will you please rise? Thank you all for your service to our country. Finally, we would like to extend a special welcome to the families of our graduates. College students require considerable support, and the college recognizes that without the encouragement and sacrifices of family members, our students would not have achieved all that they have. Please stand and be recognized if you are a parent, a grandparent, a brother, a sister, an aunt, an uncle, a spouse, a partner, a child, or other relative of a graduate. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our college president, Dr. Ray Comiskey.
I want to apologize in advance for my voice. They tell me that I have allergies after 6+ decades. I don't know how that happens, but as I told a group last night, I hope acne isn't next. Adlai Stevenson told a graduating class, "When you leave here, don't forget why you came." Community colleges can be inspiring places. They're often filled with people who are trying to overcome big challenges, including lower income students, war veterans, laid off workers, and students overcoming other life challenges. I've had the opportunity to talk with many students over the last couple of years, and I asked them why they were at Jefferson College. I've been impressed by those who knew why they were here, why their education was important, and what they plan to do with their lives. With that in mind, let me share some of the information they gave me about their lives after Jefferson College. Logan Boyer is planning to pursue his dream job to become a welder for Ameren and to one day start his own business. Lacey Courtney says Jefferson College has been the best college a student could ask for. Everything you need is on campus. Lacey is graduating with an associate's in applied science and veterinary technology, and she says the education she received from her amazing teachers will stick throughout her career. Lacey landed a job as an emergency technician at an animal hospital after her first semester in the vet tech program and plans to continue to specialize in emergency and critical care. Lacey says, quote, "Thank you for allowing me to be a student at this school." Anna Weidman enrolled in our nursing program right out of high school and graduated in July 2010 with her LPN degree and started working. She got married, life happened, and while she tried to go back to obtain her RN degree, she wasn't successful. She felt that she was stuck in a rut, working a few different jobs, knowing she could be making more money and providing better for her family if she went back to school. Anna applied several times to our Bridge program before starting out in 2018. She says her classmates were wonderful and her instructors were very helpful and personable. She is not stopping now, however. She has a full-time RN position in the Mercy Jefferson float pool, and with Mercy's tuition assistance program, she will begin classes at Central Methodist University to complete her bachelor's degree in nursing. Anna says she cannot thank the Jefferson College Nursing Department, the staff, and her classmates enough for helping her obtain her goal. David Moss is a 12-year Army veteran who has worked in the maintenance field for nearly 30 years. He says he wanted to share his story with others with the hope it would motivate them to try to do whatever they may want to do. David said he always wanted to go back to school and earn a degree, but was never in a good position to do so. He says he was a little embarrassed as he was old enough to be a parent to most of the students in his classes. He started out slowly, taking one class the first semester to see if he could really hack it, and then moved on the second semester taking 2 classes. David's family had a small setback when his father-in-law, who lives with them, was diagnosed with dementia. David said, quote, "I don't really think he understands what I mean when I say I have homework, but he smiles and nods his head at me." David said that when he sees the television commercials of working adults studying at all hours, he feels a real sense of accomplishment. David says his wife, who just finished her master's degree, has been a great inspiration for him. After 4 years, he says he can see the light at the end of the education tunnel. He isn't sure if he will get to his career goal of becoming a maintenance manager, but he says achieving this degree is a great personal achievement. David said it's never too late to take on something if you really want it, and he hopes this story will motivate others to be all that they can be. Nicole Waller wants to give a big thank you to all those at Jefferson College who helped her achieve her goal. She is currently dual enrolled with Missouri Baptist University to continue her degree in education. She is a first-generation college student, the youngest of 6, and says she wouldn't have made it this far without her parents' support and the support of her project success advisor, Teresa Schwartz. Nicole originally wanted to go to school to earn a degree in veterinary technology. However, after a few classes, she decided that was not the path she wanted to take. After exploring a few other options, She found the education program and enjoyed learning how to be a teacher. Nicole said, quote, "There are great teachers in the program who help me gain the confidence a teacher needs. I struggled financially while I was in school, but it was the best choice I could have made for myself. The first step was the most challenging, applying to Jefferson College. With the help of my instructors and having the perseverance to move forward while celebrating the small successes, I made it to the biggest success, graduation." Emily Fromm says Jefferson College allowed her time to figure out what career she truly wanted to pursue. She constantly stayed busy with her job as a student leader, an officer in multiple clubs, studying music, and volunteering. After completing most of an Associate of Arts in Music, Emily decided to switch majors and began working toward a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology at Missouri Baptist University, while finishing the last couple of classes for her AA degree at Jefferson College. Although she stayed an extra year here at Jefferson, she is still on track to graduate from Missouri Baptist in the spring of 2020. She plans on earning a master's degree and plans to be a full-time mental health counselor and a music therapist. She also hopes to have therapy dogs to accompany her in her career. These students represent a small portion of the success and accomplishments of our student body. Let me tell you a little more about our graduating class. We are awarding 714 degrees and 81 certificates to 781 students. 14 students are earning multiple degrees. Our oldest graduate this year is 69 years old. Our youngest is 17. Yeah. Never too old or young, right? 247 of our students are graduating with honors. 460 are receiving a baccalaureate-oriented associate degree. 355 are receiving an applied science, vocational technical degree or certificate. 155 students are PTK graduates. 39 students are honors program graduates. 38 students are earning their certificates with distinction. 122 students are earning their degrees with cum laude honors. 60 students are earning their degrees with magna cum laude honors. And 27 students earning the degree with summa cum laude honors. To give credit to these students is also to give credit to the dedicated faculty and staff who have prepared and challenged our students in the classroom. At this time, I would ask that our faculty and staff stand. And would you join me in a round of applause in acknowledging them, please? Thank you. Additionally, the college would like to acknowledge a number of faculty and staff who are retiring at the end of this academic year. Will the following retirees please stand as I call your name? Michelle Cobb, Earl Neal, and Sharon Roth. Looks like Earl's here. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you to the service to Jefferson College. It's a tradition at Jefferson College's commencement for the Board of Trustees to greet the graduates and guests. It's now my honor to introduce Ms. Crystal Hargis, Vice President of the Board of Trustees, to give today's greeting. Crystal?
Good morning, distinguished guests, family members, staff, faculty, and honored graduates of 2019. Welcome to today's 54th annual commencement ceremony. As Vice President of the Board, I want you to know that we are all extremely proud of what you've accomplished. Whether you're ready to enter the workforce or continue your education at a higher level or serve our country in the military, we're thankful that Jefferson College has been your first choice in helping you achieve your educational goals. Today, you will join over 25,000 other graduates who have received their degree from Jefferson College. Just a few months ago, the college completed a comprehensive review by the Higher Learning Commission. As a result, Jefferson College received the highest possible level of reaccreditation, a full 10 years, for the 6th consecutive time. That is something we should all be very proud about.
The college's commission is to serve our community by delivering quality learning opportunities that empower individuals to achieve their goals. Today, we celebrate the mission through the awarding of degrees to the certificates and to the class of 2019. In closing, I want you to remember this: wherever you may go, whatever you may do, you will always be a Jefferson College Viking. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Crystal. It's now my privilege to introduce our guest speaker for today. Zora Mulligan was appointed the Missouri Commissioner of Higher Education by the Coordinating Board for Higher Education in August of 2016. She served as Assistant Commissioner, General Counsel, and Legislative Liaison for the Missouri Department of Higher Education from 2007 to 2010. During that time, she participated in the development of the state's coordinated plan for higher education, assisted in establishing policies to implement landmark higher education legislation, including a new needs-based financial aid program, and conducted a review of the state's public college and university facilities to develop a process for prioritizing capital projects. Mulligan served as the Executive Director of the Missouri Community College Association, or MCCA, from 2010 to 2014. MCCA represents the 12 Missouri community colleges and provides professional development opportunities for community college employees at all levels and assists community college leaders in developing consensus on shared issues. Mulligan secured $50 million in federal grants for job training programs, successfully lobbied for a special appropriation from the state's General Assembly to provide community colleges with more equitable funding, and increased individual and organizational membership in the association. Most recently, she was the Chief of Staff for the University of Missouri System. In that role, she advised the President, coordinated activities that involved multiple departments within the system and multiple campuses within the four-campus system, and assisted with the ongoing implementation of the system's strategic plan. Mulligan holds a bachelor's degree in political science and psychology from Drury College and a master's degree in education and a Juris Doctor from the University of Kansas. Please welcome Commissioner Zora Mulligan.
Well, good morning. Faculty and staff, trustees, family and friends, and most of all, honored graduates. Let me start just by saying thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this special moment in your lives. And second, but much more important, congratulations. Congratulations on completing this chapter of your life and for giving yourself the opportunity to succeed in the next one. Congratulations as well to your families who've stood by you as you work toward the moment when you'll walk across this stage, and to the great faculty and staff who've helped keep you moving forward all these years. So I spend a lot of time working in Jefferson City, which is of course the state's capital, and in the capital there's a saying. It goes, if you want to be seen, stand up. If you want to be heard, speak up. And if you want to be respected, shut up. So I took that to heart when I was thinking about my comments here today. I know that I will keep it short. I give you my word. I know no matter how profound any advice I have to give you is, there are no words that will be more appreciated than please allow me to keep this brief. The most important thing happening here today isn't my speech, and of course I know that. It's the moment when each of you will walk across this stage to accept your certificate or your diploma. I am truly honored to be here with you today, but I have to confess that these speeches always make me a little bit nervous. When Dr. Commencement approached me and asked if I'd be willing to give the commencement address, I was like, I don't know. And he said, well, just tell your story. It's no big deal. And I was like, will there be hundreds of people in the room? Will it be the most important day in the lives of many of them? That does, in fact, sound like a big deal to me. Nonetheless, I persisted. So I think the other thing that's challenging about giving a speech like this is that you're really asked to hold yourself up as a success. And none of us are. We all have failures that we've overcome. We all have challenges that we have gotten through. And so it's really hard to give advice to people when I know that I've had so many setbacks of my own, made so many poor choices of my own. Nonetheless, I'm here to give you some advice. Number one is, I wouldn't be here without the mistakes that I've made. I wouldn't be here if I hadn't messed up a couple times along the way. So my message to you today really is about two things that I think have really been the secret of any success that I've achieved. And those two things are grit and grace. Grit and grace are, to a large part, what's allowed me to succeed when a lot of other people might have given up. It's what set me apart in the different jobs that I've held over the years. The first one is grit. So when I'm not working in the Capitol, when I'm not working in politics, I spend a lot of time thinking about education policy. And in education policy, there's more and more interest in the quality that I just mentioned, in grit. It's usually thought of together with tenacity, perseverance. Researchers are focusing on how important these qualities are in terms of thinking about whether kids succeed in school and then later on in life. Grit, tenacity, and perseverance, it's basically three ways of saying that you stick with things. Even when they're hard, even when it's boring, even when you have a setback, you find a way to keep moving forward. Educators used to think that the single most important thing that distinguished whether a person was going to succeed and fail in school and in life was basically IQ, intelligence. And they thought of IQ as being pretty well set when you were a kid. So maybe you learned more facts, but you never actually became any more intelligent. So for those of you that were born geniuses, that's great news. You were born smart and you're going to die smart. But for the rest of us, it wasn't very encouraging. It didn't feel like it gave us much of a chance. Grit, on the other hand, is different. Grit is something that researchers believe you can learn. It's a quality that you can develop, and if you can develop it, then you can succeed. And that's a very, very exciting change in perspective. It means we all have a chance. The importance of hard work and perseverance is probably not news to any of you here in Jefferson County. You are known throughout the state as a group of very hardworking people with exceptional dedication to faith, family, friends, work. Here in Hillsborough, you've been doing the hard work day in and day out of caring for the sick, building and maintaining our infrastructure, homes and computer systems, and all of the hundreds of other jobs that form the glue that keep our society together. So it may not be news to you that grit is important, but the fact that it's something you can learn is. The ability to stay the course in tough times is as important as IQ and whether or not you succeed, and it's something that you can learn. It's an opportunity that you have. I have really seen this in my own life. I'm from southern Missouri. I was raised a poor kid in a very poor county, in a part of the state where very few people had any kind of college education, let alone a degree. And I would never, ever have made it this far without grit, which is something that I learned from watching my mom and the way that she's lived her life. My mom is hands down the toughest lady that I've ever known. She's the toughest person I've ever known, and I would wager that she would be the toughest person many of you have ever met as well. Her story is really one of perseverance. It's about working hard and making short-term sacrifices in exchange for a longer gain. And it's also kind of a classic community college story. My mom was like a lot of people, probably like a lot of you. She's a smart kid. She did well in high school, but she dropped out of college because life got in the way. She got married. She moved to the Ozarks. A lot of things happened. And she always worked hard. You know, she had come from Detroit, and so for her, the idea of how you could succeed in life without a college degree involved working at a factory. And during the 1970s, when my parents moved to the Ozarks, there was still a lot of manufacturing taking place there. So textiles, shoes, these were all made in the Ozarks in the 1970s and not so much today. So when those factories closed, she really was left without an understanding of what to do or how to do it. And so for a while, she waited tables. Waiting tables was a great job for her because she was pregnant, and if you work at a place that serves hamburgers, they'll usually let you have a free one. So later on, when I was a kid, she decided that she needed to make a change, and she was able to take advantage of a federal program that provided financial support for her to get her LPN certificate. That LPN certificate was something that changed our lives profoundly. She was an LPN for several years. Later on, when the college in our hometown started an RN program, she was able to become an RN. And then later still, after I graduated from high school, she became a nurse practitioner and moved back to the Ozarks. She was the closest thing to a doctor that most of the people that she served had seen in years and years and years. So I should also add, I don't think any of you know her, but on the off chance you do, please don't tell her that I told her story. She would not enjoy this at all. She's pretty private, and she's very, very humble. And so the idea of her daughter bragging about her accomplishments to a room of this size would absolutely mortify her, so please keep it between us. So I'm obviously incredibly proud of my mom, but I also couldn't be more appreciative. The money that she earned as an RN wasn't what allowed me to get through college myself. It was the lessons that she had taught me during the time that she was earning those degrees. The lessons she taught me are what got me through college and then on to grad school and law school. The lessons I learned from my mom are what have gotten me through the heartbreaks of my own failures, helped me see that even the biggest setbacks can be overcome, and that really and truly it's not just a saying, they do make you stronger. So I learned grit by watching my mom, and grit is really the secret of any success that I've had. And if grit is something that you can learn, it's also something that you can teach. And by teach, I mean you. You can teach grit. Each of you sitting here today is a success story, and while that's great for you and your family, it also means that you have a responsibility now. So I ask you each to be an example, to be a messenger. You've already shown others that working hard and overcoming challenges can be done. I ask you to keep it up. In your work life, in your family life, in your community, keep showing people that with hard work and determination, you really can succeed. You can beat the odds, just as so many of you have. So that's grit. The second thing I'd leave you with today is how important grace is. Grace. And I don't mean grace like graceful or grace like a dancer. I mean grace as in gracious. Grace is the way you treat other people and how you handle that adversity that will come your way. So, are you gracious? Do you treat other people with kindness and respect? All the grit, all the intelligence, all the money in the world aren't worth a dime unless you've treated people right. People will remember how you treat them when they were up and when they were down. They'll remember how you treat them when you were up and when you were down. Kindness matters, not just at home, but in work and the community. Every place you go, kindness matters. As I mentioned, grace is also about how you handle adversity. Grit is getting through it. Grace is doing it in a way that shows humility, accepts responsibility, gets people laughing with you instead of at you, which I can tell you in my professional life has been one of the most important things to remember. So in sum, I'll leave you with this advice. Be kind, be gracious, and in the immortal words of Winston Churchill, never give in, never give in, never, 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 in nothing, great or small, large or petty, never give in. But more important, I leave you with my very sincere congratulations. You've worked so hard to earn a title that should make you proud, the title of Jefferson College graduate. That means more than simply getting a diploma, more than getting a certificate. It means that you're capable of committing yourself to a path of self-improvement, that you can set a goal, buckle down, and accomplishment. It means that you've got grit, and grit will take you a long way. Thank you, and enjoy this wonderful day.
Thank you, Commissioner. We appreciate your words of advice. And now, for the reason we are here.
All candidates for certificates, please rise. Dr. Comiskey, these candidates, having completed the requirements established by Jefferson College for their respective certificates, are recommended by the faculty to you for their awards.
In accordance with this recommendation and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I award to each of you the designated certificate to which you are entitled.
Candidates will now come forward to receive their awards. Shane Beckett, certificate with distinction. Logan Tyler Boyer. Amy Elizabeth Corbin. Jessica Lynn Dostal. Reagan Fretty, certificate with distinction. Deborah E. Harrison, Certificate with Distinction. Daniel McIntyre. Sierra Leanne Stanfill. Joseph Williams. Holly Marie Cascanet, magna cum laude.
Let's give these recipients one more round of applause.
All candidates for the Associate of Applied Science, please rise. Dr. Comiskey, these candidates, having completed the requirements established by Jefferson College, are recommended by the faculty to you for their associate degrees.
In accordance with this recommendation and by the authority of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Associate of Applied Science degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
All candidates for degrees will please come forward to receive their diplomas. The second row of candidates will now approach the stage. All other candidates, please be seated until you are directed toward the stage. Daniel Abernathy, cum laude. Krista Danielle Allen. Mason James Aquino. Callie Lachey Arrington. Allison Marie Barr, magna cum laude. Andrew A. Baker. Kelsey Marie Baldwin, magna cum laude. Kimberly Beth Berenek, cum laude. Miranda L. Birch, magna cum laude. Marilyn Audrey Blackwell, cum laude. Matthew Bledsoe. Alicia Blouse, magna cum laude. Anna Rose Bowe. Miranda Joy Buckley. Sarah Louise Burcham. Brandon Michael Butler. Lucas Henry Carter, cum laude. Catherine B. Castleberry, cum laude. Kelsey Denise Coker. Oh, Susan Marie Combs. Heather Ann Copeland, cum laude. Amanda Corey. Lacey Courtney. Tanya Lynn Druin, cum laude. Marina C. Duffner. Ashley Nicole Eaton. Bonnie Marie Askew. Kylie Madison Evers, magna cum laude. Samuel Thomas Exler. Emily K. Feldworth. Sarah Danielle Fitzgerald. Kari Signe Marie Flo. Kelly Elizabeth Flynn. Gregory Keith Franken. Rhiannon Amelita Garcia. Stephanie G. Jessica Lynn Hagan. Taylor Colleen Hahn. Beth Ann Halbert. Lois Leslie Harrison, magna cum laude. Stephanie Heffernan. Brian Todd Hickman, cum laude. Corey Robert Hill, cum laude. Jason E. Hill. Noah Nathaniel Hilberry, cum laude. Emily Michelle Hodge. David Donald Hoffman, Jr. Sarah Renee Holmes, cum laude. Jacob Richard House. Betty Sujaya Ice. Abigail May Ingram. Gina L. Isaac. Ellie F. Jablanowski, cum laude. Alexander Hall James. Jennifer Elaine Jarman. Wyatt Lee Johnson, magna cum laude. Stephanie Marie Kelly. Ariel Lene Kemp. Devin T. Knupp. Dennis Herman Cole, Jr. Holly Lynn Kresneski. Daniel Jean Krug, cum laude. Casey C. Krupski. Tamika L. Lawson. Jeffrey T. Lyles. Roxy Jo Long, cum laude. Amanda Manning. Lauren A. Mayer. Lindsay Renee McCall. Sadie Lynn McGee, magna cum laude. Lee McKeever. Caitlin Marie Miller. Erin Lee Millerman. Tanisha Leandra Moody. Megan Kelly Morgan. Nicholas James Morley. David A. Moss, cum laude. Lori Nicole Matsu. Carolyn Patricia Miller, cum laude. Jamie L. Muldoon, magna cum laude. Kelly Noel Mueller. Muller, my apologies. Alyssa Ray Murray, cum laude. Madeline Marie Myers, magna cum laude. Alicia Lynn Notter, magna cum laude. Mark Justin Otto. Cameron Blake Parker. Matthew J. Passmore. Danielle Elizabeth Patrick, cum laude. Kenneth Isaac Perry, cum laude. Sarah Pierce, magna cum laude. Jonathan Pizzo, cum laude. Mio Radonich. Gage Austin Reichmuth. Cassidy Aaron Reed. Leah Reinerman. Jessica E. Rice. Tori James Rogers. Jeffrey Rose. Nikki Lee Ruth. Olivia Diamond Rumer. Nelson C. Shear, cum laude. Daniel Schilling. Sarah Elizabeth Schoenveld. Rachel Elizabeth Sievers. Michaela Ann Shaw. Rebecca Ann Sloan. Curtis M. Smith, cum laude. Trisha Smith. Caitlin Michelle Somerville. Lisa St. Clair, magna cum laude. Rose Marie Stallman. Amanda Lynn Stansberry, magna cum laude. Patrick Joseph Stephen. Emily Nicole Stewart. Brittany Nicole Stone. Carrie Ann Tubbs, cum laude. Brendan Edward Tucker. Randy Michelle Ullman, cum laude. Felicity Kathleen Van Hugstrat. Tracy Lynn Van Mader, cum laude. Danielle Marie Vigeneau, cum laude. Lucas Elliott Volker. Sarah J. Wade, magna cum laude. Matthew Kelly Waller. Rachel Suzanne Warden, cum laude. Natalie R. Webb. Anna Carlene Weidman. Michelle Rachel Wilford. Andrew James Williams. Jennifer Lynn Williams, cum laude. Heather Ann Wills, cum laude. Jenna Wilson. Tyler Whiskerkin. Emma Elizabeth Whitty. Casey Woods. And Cheryl R. Wynn, magna cum laude.
Let's give our applied science degree recipients another round of applause. Well, I can't compete with that. Each year, associate degree students who graduate with the highest scholastic standing are acknowledged for outstanding scholarship achievement. These graduates have a perfect 4.0 GPA. Outstanding scholarship recipients, will you please rise?
Please approach the stage in one line and come forward as I call your name. The recipients of Outstanding Scholarship Achievement are Emily Taylor Ann Brennan, Elizabeth Anna Parker, Carly Taylor Polite. Colleen Nicole Pratt. Charlene Catherine Monet Waters. Congratulations to the outstanding scholarship achievement recipients.
Let's give him one more big round of applause. What do you say? Would the graduating class please stand? Please turn your tassel from the right to the left, signifying you are a 2019 graduate of Jefferson College. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the class of 2019. We would like to thank everyone for coming today. A special thanks to our students, parents, family, faculty, staff, and friends. Please remain at your seats until the recessional is over. There is a photo backdrop in the lobby with the Jefferson College logo that families can use for personal photos. We hope you'll take many selfies and other photos today with your friends and family. So please remember to share your photos and videos on social media using hashtag JeffcoGrad as the tagline. Class of 2019, all of us at Jefferson College are proud to have had the opportunity to teach you and learn from you. As you continue your journey, it is our hope that your experiences at Jefferson College have inspired you to continue to learn and share your knowledge, and inspire you to pursue your goals with confidence and optimism. Good luck to each of you. Congratulations, class of 2019.